How y'all doing today? I hope y'all doing okay. It's getting a little chilly outside now. The sun went down now. The temperature going down too. But it was a beautiful day here in California. So let me get up on this camera and talk to the people. One of my people sent me a message. She said, "Shoot, you'll never be on live no more." So we was worried about you. We miss you on live. And I said, you know what? I miss being on live with y'all. I've been doing good up until last night. Last night was the first night I really did bad or something happened bad. But yeah, last night some crazy shit happened, y'all. Don't want to talk about it. Hey, Bakerman Jr., how you doing, boo? Something that happens to women out here on the street, and I'm not making light of it, but I can't really dwell on it or get into it too much because it's real. It just happened. So I need to be kind of be strong and kind of like mentally be okay. So I'm just chucking it up to, unfortunately, as a woman out on the street, there's a lot of problems that comes with being on the street. Um, that sometimes men don't have to worry about, or they may worry about it too. It may happen to them too, and we don't know about it. But last night, a guy that's been trying to say he wants to help me out of homelessness did some unthinkable things to me. And the crazy thing is, I knew not to talk to him, so every time he's offered me something, I said no to him. Anytime I seen him around the neighborhood or wherever, I've walked away from him, walked across the street, been so visually away or try to get away as soon as possible. And it wasn't because I thought that he would do what he did to me last night. It was because I know that he's the P word. He's a PIMP. And I seen him beat up one of his girls before, so I knew. I was like, oh no, he's not a good guy. You know, I don't mess with a pimp, period. I wouldn't mess with a person like that, period. However, when I seen that he beat the girl up when I was at the laundromat, I think I even got a recording of it. Um, I knew that, okay, this guy is nobody to talk to. So he's been trying to talk to me for months now, but every time he tried to talk to me, you know, I keep it moving. I'm able to get away. Last night, he literally chased me down with his car, stole my pocketbook. And once he took my pocketbook, I said, let me just go and get my pocketbook back from this guy. It has my phone. It got everything in it. Thinking that he's just a normal guy. He's just trying to play like a cat and mouse game with me. And and I can let him know that I'm not interested. It wasn't like that at all. He took a big advantage of me. And it was my first time experiencing this in the 2 years that I've been out on the street. And when I became homeless, I was worried about that. I was like, oh my God, am I going to be safe out there? Is it going to be a possibility for me to get SA'd or hurt? And I knew it was a possibility because I'm a woman out here by myself. But for 2 years, I've been safe. I've been good. I've been good for 2 years. And last night, I just wasn't good. So that let me know if nothing else lets me know, to get up out off these streets and go to South Carolina. I was kind of iffy about going to South Carolina, but I'm going to have to go to South Carolina. Hey, Jessica, how you doing, boo? And just get a break from this place. Get off these streets for a while, and maybe that'll get me off of this guy's radar. And when I come back, everything can be a lot easier. Yeah, so last night was crazy for me, but it's not safe sometimes being out here on the street as a female by yourself. SA, did you call the police? I did not call the police, and I need to go to the hospital. I took a shower, so I didn't want to take a shower because I wanted to have the evidence of what he did to me on me. But the way he violated me and the way I was feeling inside and out, I ran to go take a shower. On top of me running to go take a shower, I don't want to call the police and tell the police that I have been SA'd. I want to kind of forget about this. Now, am I going to go to the hospital? Of course, because I need to make sure that I'm not pregnant. I need to make sure that I don't have any STDs. I need to make sure that this guy has not destroyed my life in one night. So, of course, I'm going to go to the hospital. But do I want to press charges? Yes, I want to press charges, but I just don't want to be involved with this. I don't want to think about this anymore. And I don't want to see him no more. I don't want to talk about it like that. I don't want to keep reliving this. I just want it to be finished. And be something of the past. I don't want him to do it to nobody else. Because I know if he did it to me, he could do it to somebody else. But, and what I plan to do in the future, or for now, I plan to just stay far away from him. So, like, before I was staying far away from him, but I thought I was able to communicate with him, and I was able to show him that, hey, I just don't want anything to do with you. I'm not judging you as what you do, whatever you are, whatever you into. However, I'm not trying to get myself into any kind of crazy stuff. I'm just trying to get out of homelessness. So I tried to communicate that to him for months. I thought it was getting to him that I didn't want to do that. I know. And let's make you a mod. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to... I don't care that he said that. It's okay. Because he was just trying to make fun, light of a situation. And I understand it. This is a crazy and traumatic situation. I hope I'm not traumatizing anybody. I should have said trigger warning or something, but I didn't think I was going to get into detail with you guys, and I haven't really gotten into detail with it. But I didn't think I was going to even tell y'all as much as I did tell you guys so far. But Bozo the Clown, we're gonna put you on the timeout. And hopefully when you come back in 60 seconds, you'll be able to not spam that kind of stuff in the comment section. But now, if I ever see him again, and I plan on seeing him tonight, because he said that, you know, one thing he left off with was like, as long as you're on this street, as long as you're in this neighborhood, I'm always going to mess with you. You always going to be mine. I'm always going to do whatever I want to do to you. So I'm like, oh my God, this is not going to even be a one-time thing. This guy thinks that he's going to be able to basically touch me and mess with me anytime he wants to. So what I have to do now is show him that I'm definitely not scared of him. I wasn't scared of him yesterday. I just didn't know that he was that. I didn't know he was going to do something like that. I couldn't tell that he was crazy like that to do that. So yesterday he was able to take advantage of me because I didn't know that he was like that. Now today that I know that you're freaking, yeah. Oh, you think that you're going to touch me? You think that I'm going to let you mess with me? Now, the thing is, I was like, I don't even know if I want to play with fire, because if he's this crazy to do that to me, what else is he crazy enough to do to me? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be put on drugs by force. I don't want to be... I can just imagine all the things that he could do to me. Alright, so you going for the rest of the chat right now, Sadi. So I don't want to mess with fire and be like, oh, you thought that you thought you did that to me and it stopped me. No, I'm here. I'm right here. I'm standing up, which I am. I want to do that because I want to show him that you didn't take my power away. You did not take my power away. But I also want to thank God that I was able to get away last night and get away with my life and get away with my freedom and get away with my body. Because I don't want to be sex trafficked tomorrow or tonight. I don't want this guy to be really a ruthless guy. And he is really a ruthless guy that's on me, because nobody would rape a person. That's something that you won't do. So this is a real ruthless guy that's on me right now. And that's why I'm like, I might need to just disappear out of here. But I don't even have the money to leave Los Angeles. I don't have the money to leave. I don't have any money to leave. But I need to get out of Los Angeles as soon as possible. And this may be a situation where I have to call my parents. Call my dad and tell my family, like, listen, I have a pimp trying to own me. And not trying to own me. He thinks in his mind that sorry, thank you for saying that. He thinks in his mind that I'm his. He thinks in his mind that I'm his. Has he tried to sell me or anything? Of course not, because he knows I'm not. I don't even want to say he knows I'm not doing this. He knows I'm not doing that. This guy should never even be associated with me. I don't know this guy. So I have to really, really be careful what I do. Tonight I thought maybe put on a brave badge of honor and go and still do my normal thing that I do and ignore him. But ignore him even harder, like almost run away from him. Like for real, run away from him. Because I know not to look at him now. I know not to talk to him now. I know not to have him nowhere near me in public. Nowhere near me. I just worry that we live in a world now, if he tries to snatch me up, is somebody going to stop him, or are they going to try to let this nigga snatch me up? And this is my worry. That's why I don't want to play games, because, like, sometimes the only way to deal with a wolf is not deal with a wolf at all. Hide from a wolf. A pig, and I'm not calling myself no pig, but a sheep don't go in the woods. The sheep stays in the house or stays in the farm, because he knows that if he go out in the woods or if she goes out in the woods, that wolf wants the sheep. It wants to eat the sheep. It wants to kill the sheep. It wants to hurt the sheep. So what do you do as a sheep? You stay in the house where the shepherd protects you. No longer can you go out there in the forest and get grass. The wolf have seen you going in the forest and getting grass. And now that he's seen you eating that grass in the forest, he wants you to be dinner. What are you going to do, sheep? Are you going to allow this man to make you dinner? You going to fight a wolf? All things is possible. If Jesus says you can do it, you can do it. He'll give you the power to fight him. But remember last night you tried to fight him and you could not get away. He overpowered you, girl. He overpowered you last night. That was the first time you've ever been overpowered. You've never been overpowered before, girl. And you got overpowered last night. You couldn't go nowhere. You was trapped last night. So what's the difference tonight? What's going to get you from not being trapped tonight, girl? What do you have? I have a feeling that this was the first of many attempts to do some crazy shit to me. And I had a dream. And we can't make that dream come true. I don't know what I'm going to do. As of right now, I don't know. But what I did know is I didn't mean to come on here and talking about all this. And I apologize. It's just like, it's gotten real for me. And I don't want to cap, like I don't want to scare anybody because I don't want you to think that like, oh, living in your car, if you ever are a female traveler or you're a female car vlogger or whatever, oh, I can't live in my car because look at what happened to Brooklyn. Brooklyn is in a different circumstance. I'm not going to lie because I've lived in my car for 2 years and nothing of this nature, by his grace and mercy, has even, by no measure, has been close to happening to me in the whole 2 years that I have been in my car. This guy, I met him at the laundromat originally when I was washing clothes. But the reason I met him at the laundromat because he owns the laundromat. And he's the big pimp out here in Hollywood. When he first met me at the laundromat, I was sleeping in my car. My car was working. And I know a pimp when I see one. I know drug dealers pimps because like they're flashy. So I seen this guy pull up in a Lamborghini flashy to the laundromat like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh God, look at this guy here. But I didn't want to judge him because I can be very judgmental. So I was like, let me not judge him. I'm not going to say anything to him because I don't say anything to those type of people and I don't want them to say anything to me. However, I'm not going to look at him as different. He said, you don't have to look at me like I'm the worst guy in the world. You can say hey to me. You ain't got to be nasty to me. And when he said that, I laughed because I was like, damn, it's like he could have read my mind. I said, I do not want him to say nothing to me. He said, I know you mean. You ain't got to be so mean. I know who you are. I seen you sleeping in your car outside the laundromat. Because at times, I'm homeless. So when you sleep in your car, you go to sleep anywhere. Shit, if you at the McDonald's and you get tired, you go to sleep at the McDonald's. If you in Timbuktu and you get tired, you go to sleep in Timbuktu. You in your car. Your car is your home. So he's like, I see you sleep outside of here, and you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be nasty to me. And that was the first time he ever said anything to me. And that was the first introduction from him. So that's what made me think, okay, he might be a nice guy. Then it was one night I go washing clothes. One of the most beautiful women I ever seen in my life. I'm talking about one of the, drop dead gorgeousest women. Because what you'll realize about prostitutes here in California, they're not ugly. I thought that prostitutes was like crackheads, drug addicts, like mental ill, just worn out women. But in California, prostitutes look like models. Like they're like drop dead gorgeous. So this particular prostitute was looking like one of the prettiest women I've ever seen in my life. She had all white on lingerie, and she looked like a Victoria's Secret model. Well, everybody was staring at the girl that night because she was just drop dead gorgeous. People in the laundromat, people stopping, and I was so happy to see that. Even though she was out there prostituting, at least she looked so beautiful doing so. He goes and yokes her up. Now, what I'm thinking is, it's two men that come to grab her, mind you. So, I'm telling y'all this, and I'm glad I'm telling myself this to remind myself how dangerous this man is. It's one man coming to grab her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she must be messing with a bad trick. He trying to hurt her. Somebody need to help her. So then I see the pimp, and I'm thinking he's Superman. I'm like, oh, he's coming to save the day. He's coming to help the girl. Girl and guys, he goes and climbs a fence, like 6-foot fence, gets over it and grabs that girl and starts pushing her down, punching her, kicking her, and dragging her inside of his car. Now, usually, which I feel like maybe last night was my payment for what I did, usually what I would do is like, stop, don't do this to a person. But like I said, I didn't want to speak into it because I knew that this was like dark side of life. So I've never really been in pimp whole relationships, or I've never been in crime before. So I didn't know if I would say, hey, stop this, don't do this to her, and then he would retaliate his anger towards me. And I was scared, so I didn't say that, but I was so mad, and I showed him that I was visibly mad because when I ran back into the laundromat, I slammed the door and I was like, this is crazy. Why would he do this to her? So that scene, that moment in my life was embedded into me to let me know this is not a good guy. I don't care how nice he seems. I don't care what he acts like. He's not a good guy. Because a good guy wouldn't do that to her. That was what was embedded in me that day. So from that day, I even stopped coming back to the laundromat, especially at nighttime. Because, like, usually I go to the laundromat whenever I get the energy to go or whenever I want to go. Like, when I wake up from smoking my blunt or whatever. So usually I go, like, maybe 12, 1 o'clock, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But I was like, nah, I'm going to start going to the laundromat at daytime because I don't ever want to run into him. I don't want to see that situation no more bumping. So I didn't see him for maybe 2, 3, 4 months after that. I ended up losing my job and everything, lost my car. My car broke down, whatever. So a couple of nights ago, I took the bus to UCLA or one of the places, and I fell asleep, UCLA or USC. When I woke up from the bus, they put me on this part of, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Because I got to tell y'all, just in case. God forbid, I don't want anything to happen to me. And ain't nothing going to happen to me. God got me. But I do have to tell y'all the truth. So I was put on a part of Santa Monica Boulevard. And the part of Santa Monica Boulevard that I was put on, a lot of people just kept stopping me, offering me help, offering me money, offering me things. And I was like, oh, shoot. This is a blessing. Y'all know I ask people for help every day anyway. So I started getting help. One man offered me $100. He's like, yo, I want you to just get a room that night, tonight. A lady offered me $50. I ended up getting like $300. Well, once I ended up getting the $300, I said, let me keep going back there. Let me keep raising money in this neighborhood. By me raising money in that neighborhood and keep going back there, that's when this man see me. So I don't want y'all to think that it's like, oh, some random, whatever. I'm raising money in his neighborhood. Even last night he was saying, if you're going to be out here, you can't be out here making money or raising money where I am. If you can't be on this block raising money. And I even told him last night, I was like, listen, I understand that, like, maybe because I might be a little prettier than his girls, no offense. I don't want to go that far, but I do get a lot of attention. So I said, maybe I'm taking attention off of your girls. I understand this is your business, this may be your block. I won't come back on Santa Monica. Just please don't SA me. Don't SA me. Don't SA me. And he didn't care. He did not care. So yeah, that's what happened to me yesterday. I did not mean to tell y'all that, but I did anyway. And I'm not mad about telling y'all. My goal is still what it is. I have to get some money, get the hell up out of California for a while. I'm just trying to figure out how. Oh, I know how to get the money too, but I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my car is what I meant to say to y'all. What I'm gonna do with this car. Because at this point I don't want to leave my car. I just don't want to just leave my car anywhere and then I come back and I don't have a car. I just don't want that. I don't want to lose my car. But I also, like, I'm never going to be dumb enough to think about a car over me. Especially a car that's not moving. Or not working. But I don't want to, like, leave this car situation without knowing, just let it go. Amanda said, let that shit go. Let it go. Don't, because I think that literally is the only thing that's stopping me from just getting on a bus and getting the hell out of this town. Is that that this car is still in a interesting situation. And my license is in an interesting situation. But I figured out the way to get that taken care of. Tow it home and figure it out. Yo, my boo said, don't play yourself. Get the fuck out of that situation. You might be right, Amanda. Tow that shit to a, what you call it, tomorrow. See if it can get fixed. If it can get fixed, pay for part storage. Or put it in the, I know a very good place I can put it. And I'm actually going to do that. So no matter what, like, all right, I got it planned. Thank you, Amanda. You helped me out. People would pay and leave it as it. People would pay and leave it as it lies. Yeah, and what I'm also going to do, I know a parking lot that I can park my car in. And my car works. Like, my car drives. So what I can do is, tomorrow what I can do is finally crank my car, maybe buy a battery charger and crank my car up, put some air in my tires, and oh, no. I'm going to call all right, I got a plan, y'all. And thank God that I got a plan. Thank God for you guys for helping me as well. Like, if you leave it there, then they will get in. Yeah, I know. So what my plan is this. I got a perfect plan too. This shit works. I bet. Check this out, y'all. So my plan is this. We're gonna get a tow truck to take my car to the mechanic early first thing in the morning, right? See what's wrong with my car. See if it's fixable. If it's not fixable, we'll move on and we'll go from there. It will just like scrap it, take it to the scrap yard, and at least get that money where it won't just be towed away and we won't have anything to get from it, right? Bam. So now let's say my car is fixable. If my car is fixable and we can get it fixed, I'm going to get it fixed and I'm going to bring it to this parking lot that I know my car can stay in for at least a month and nobody's going to F with it. Now, after my car is in the parking lot for at least a month and nobody will F with it, now we have the ability to call the homeless shelter that is getting my driver's license. I'm going to let them know, listen, I'm going to my little sister's graduation. What I need y'all to do is send my driver's license when it comes in the mail, 1-day shipping to South Carolina. I will pay you to send it. So as soon as you guys get my license, y'all don't even have to pay for the shipping. I'll give you the money right now today, and you can ship it to me in South Carolina. That way I'll have a driver's license when I'm in South Carolina, and I'll be able to come back home on a plane. And then after that, just go down to the Greyhound station, buy my ticket, and I'm gone. That is my plan tomorrow. So I have a very busy day tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So that's going to take a couple of $100. Now, I ain't going to lie to y'all. I don't have it, but I'm going to see if I can get it raised. I'm going to see if I can get people to help me. In this situation, I want to say call my family because low-key, I'm in a real bad situation right now. I've been in the car business for 15 years. That's what's up, boo. You definitely gave me a good idea. You had me help me. You helped me think of a plan. And I needed to think of a plan of how I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I'm glad that it's recorded because sometimes I be forgetting stuff. So I recorded it and I can always go back to this. So thank God for this recording. We got the plan. We got a plan. Now all we got to do, we got the plan. We got to execute the plan. Hey, I know someone who will buy it. Really, it's a really good car too. Let me know, like, for real, Amanda. Hit me up on my email, adbranch, adbranch, at yahoo. Oh shit, I don't even know my own email. Okay, A as in apple, D as in dog, BRANCH, branch. 1019 at yahoo.com. Can you PM me? What's PM? Private message? How do you do that? Private message. No, I don't know how to private message you. They won't allow me to, I don't think. All right, so we got a plan. As long as we got a plan, we can execute. And I'm not upset or anything. I don't feel pregnant, and I'm gonna go get a plan B. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get the rape kit. Oh, sorry, the R kit or the SA kit. And I should be fine. I think I want to go get that. I was saying I was supposed to get it today or tonight, and I'm kind of dropping the ball because I think you need to get it as soon as possible. So the SA was last night around. I would say the SA was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, this morning. So before 3 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow morning, I want to be able to get the kit. All right. A is in apple. D is in dog. B is in Brooklyn. R is in ranch. A is in apple. N as in Nancy. C as in Charlie. H is in horse. The number 1. The number 0. The number 1. The number 9 at yahoo.com. I used to work for many call centers. Hello. Hello, my name is Akima, Brooklyn, in LA. How may I help you? Y'all, my voice got so deep. But my voice always been a little interesting and strange. Because even when I used to hear my voice, when I worked at the call center, I was like, I sound like this. And I'm like, everybody, because I used to have people tell me I had such a pretty voice. I was like, my voice do not sound pretty to me. Not at all. Now, there is times where my voice sounds really pretty. I will give myself that. But for the most part, shit, I be sounding very hoarse and very either high-pitched hoarse. I never sound normal. Never sound normal, so that's interesting. Now, I used to sing very pretty. Like, my singing voice used to be real pretty. But now my singing voice is so deep. I have such a deep singing voice now. I don't even know. My mommy used to have a deep voice when she was younger like me. So, the older I get, the deeper my voice get like my mama's. And I'm not mad at that. I love you guys so much. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world. And y'all chose to be here with your girl. I hope you enjoyed this stream. Sorry that it was a bad one. I just had to keep it real with you guys about what happened to me last night. I am A-okay. I don't want you to be worried. I'm not going to make it seem like this was something normal that happened or a normal situation. I'm in a kind of unnormal situation right now. And I'm going through unnormal things. So keep me in your prayers. And I'm going to keep myself in my prayers. Lord, I ask you to keep covering me in the blood. I know that it rains on the just and the unjust. And I know that the sunshine comes too. Lord, it was rain on me last night. It was. And it's okay because I know that the sun shined today and dried it away. I ask for your protection, Lord. I have people coming against me and trying to hurt me in every way, shape, and form. I ask that you protect me from these people. That no weapon formed against me prosper, Lord. I know what I'm doing is not right. I know where I am is not right. But I know the Lord that I serve is a righteous God. You are the right and my wrong. I ask for your forgiveness, your discernment. Whatever way I need to move, I will because I want to survive, Lord. But I ask, even if I make the wrong move, because of flesh, because of little faith, because of ignorance, or whatever would cause me to make the wrong move, God forbid. I ask that your hedge of protection stay on me. Keep me protected out here in this wilderness that I call California. Your sheep is in the wilderness, but they don't know that the shepherd is right here with me. I apologize, Lord, for bringing you here. But I thank you, Jesus Christ, for dwelling, for sending me a comforter to go everywhere I go. So, comforter, part of that Holy Trinity, I need you to protect me out here. I know I'm sinning, and protection is as simple as staying put. It's protection. And I won't be dumb and naive to know And that's protection. I'm protected here in this car. But as my flesh and my spirit want to go out in the wilderness tonight, I ask that the protection goes out there with me. And any and everywhere I go. Be my bulletproof vest, Lord. Be my eyes behind my back. Be my ears in many different areas. Be my tongue to speak for me. Be my arms, my legs, my body to move for me. I know what I asked you for is already done. And your will be done. I thank you. I love you. In Jesus' name, amen. I love you guys. I want y'all to have a blessed day. God bless y'all. Peace to you.